like card games? Do you like saving money? Well, of course you do. Why else are you here? Please use my affiliate link in the description. Totally Akito. Right, guys, this is a feature reveal for this channel. Hello, I am Akito Swiftly. You are my viewers, all three of you. So, this is going to be Road to Regional 6. This is different for me. This is a new format. I don't normally do FaceTime. Not really for any particular reason other than I don't do FaceTime. Also, I grew my beard out. So, as you're probably wondering, you haven't seen a Road to Regionals for about 2-ish weeks now, 3 weeks. No real reason for that. I just wanted to try and keep my content like maybe once weekly, maybe twice weekly. But as you saw, like last couple of weeks, I had like a lot of openings. I had a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff go up on the channel, which a few people have said like you're not into Yu-Gi-Oh, which is fine. This isn't one of those sort of I was going to do Pokemon besides you and doing Yu-Gi-Oh. This was essentially I like Yu-Gi-Oh, I like Pokemon, kind of like Magic, I like card games because card games are fun. So hopefully in the future we'll probably do some different card games, maybe Digimon, but that's not out yet in Japan, let alone here. So let's go over this a little bit better, I suppose. So, Road to Regional 6, what's happening? So, I'm sure as a lot of you know, and I'm going to say this because I can say this because I'm a non-monetized channel as I have no viewers and I have no subscribers. Coronavirus! Yeah, I can say that word, not have to worry about monetization because I don't live off of YouTube, I actually live off of a real person's job. So, as you're all aware, the world is currently on a kind of suspended lockdown unless you are in Iran, China, or Italy. Italy is obviously devastated by this thing, which is kind of funny. As I see a lot of Americans saying, it's not very fair that Chinese people were getting discriminated against, but the Italians don't seem to be. A lot of people forget a lot of America is Italian American. That's the biggest difference. Is a minority is always going to get strangled by the majority, and the majority of people in America are like, especially in New York, in like Brooklyn, are Italian American descendants. So you said, oh, why aren't you being racist to Italians? Is because like they're not going to be racist to themselves. Come on, let's be real. Let's think about this properly. But yeah, so if you've noticed with a lot of the card game channels or a lot of the companies like Konami and Pokemon, the regionals in Germany, I want to say, I'm not too sure. I think it was Germany, got cancelled this month. I'm suspecting they're going to cancel it in Liverpool as well. So this is kind of why I've been quiet, because I didn't want to do any news since I heard about that last week or the week before. Because I can't really go, oh yeah, we'll still do deck testing. I'm going to try and get my friend over to do some deck testing. He pretty much said as soon as he heard that people are on lockdown that he doesn't want to go to the regionals because he's scared of getting coronavirus, and we called him a wimp because he's been a big baby. But I understand, like, no one wants to be sick, no one wants to get attacked by disease that at the time we didn't know a lot about. And people are still saying we don't really know. We know it's basically an aggressive flu. So if that's not something you want, great. No one wants the flu. Thank you for being human. But yeah, so we're going to get him over here. We're all healthy currently with no virus. My wife is currently still getting over her impacted tooth. With she's had what's it called? She's had an abscess under an impacted tooth. Essentially, when her wisdom tooth came out, instead of coming out, it went sideways. And it's basically just she's had a lot of trouble for the last week or so. She's it's kind of funny because she keeps saying she wants to lose weight, so she's been on a little bit of a diet. Then she got this, then she's lost even more weight. So now she's a bit upset because she lost so much weight. And it's like, well, you wanted to lose weight. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. You've done what you wanted. Not that else to her to go. She's been living off soup and I think a bit of rice, and that's an egg. And that's been her diet for the last like week and a half. So she's been quite healthy. She's had pea soup, and she's had root vegetable soup that's been homemade. And she's had Daddy's, mine, eggy butter eggs, so not exactly healthy, but you're not eating much, you need the calories. But anyway, back to this. So yeah, so Road to Regionals is technically on hiatus until we know what's going on in the world. So, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do Road to Regionals. I'll still do Road to Regionals. I'll still do a road to understanding what's going on, which sadly is not a lot at the moment. If you're wondering, I keep looking at the screen as opposed to you guys. It's not because I don't want to look at you, it's because I'm looking at the screen, make sure everything's recording. But as you can see behind me, this is my wardrobe. Up there's pretty much all of our current collection that's been put away. We are still waiting to get a few more of the better binders. I've got one here. So I like to use this is not an advertisement. I'm not getting paid for this. We've got to use Quadro. So Quadro binders are really good. They've got a nice here. The cat likes to use it as a scratching post, as you can see here. This is brand new. This was literally brought like a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, cat likes to destroy this, but cat can't get into it because there's a hard board in between. And then this is your covers. If you don't know what they look like, this is what they look like. These are great. Side loading. I will eventually do a we will eventually do a collection video once I think everything's put away properly. But until then, we can either do some base set or we can do some of the newer stuff. Now we have base set finished. We have base set 4 finished, so we have a full one. The Charizard looks like someone put it into a dog's blender. It's horrible. But my missus brought it for me as a present, as Charizard's my favourite Pokemon. And I don't think there was any way at the time we could afford to actually get an actual Charizard, because I think the cheapest at the time was, for like a decent condition one, like maybe like Gem 7, 8, you were looking at like £300-400 I think on eBay at the time. May have gone up, may have come down a bit more with the depression currently happening with the stock markets and everything else, as people do use card games as stocks, which is fine. Let me just get this off the camera. There we go. So different. So let me know in the comments. Let me know. Like the video. Share the video. Do things to the video. Help me out. I'll help you out by bringing you content. Like, how have you guys actually enjoyed these last couple of weeks? Have you enjoyed the fact that I've been trying to upload, like, literally last weekend I did like a video pretty much every single day that weekend, I think. I did one like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's a lot of content that I normally couldn't do. The only difference is last week or so, because I wasn't feeling too good, I've had some time off work. My wife wasn't feeling very well, so I've had an extra few more days off work. So I should be at work. No, I should be at work today. This is my second day off work. So I do 4 on 4 off. For those who didn't know, because I'm sure I've said before in the past, me and Mrs. do continental shifts. So yeah, let me know what you guys actually want to see. I'm happy to help. If you guys just want to come and like watch deck techs and watch like playtesting, I'm happy to do that. That's fine. If you guys want to watch pack openings, there will be some more in the future anyway. But you know, I'm not going to be like Lionheart, or I'm not going to be like Unlisted Leaf or Lootbox TV or Rev cards, because I'm going to be honest, I can't afford to spend £600 on a pack of cards just to open for you guys. I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in an actual, like, you guys would have to give me like 1 million subscribers and the views to be able to afford something like that. You know, I'd need, I think, was it something like 600,000 views I'd need for that month before I could afford that pack of cards. So if I'm getting that many people, sure, yeah. If you all band together and come over and get me my gold play button before I even get my silver one, that's fine. You can do that. But yeah, I'm not going to be opening things that are like stupidly expensive or stupidly low. So like, the wife brought me these the other day, and she goes, "What do you want to do with them?" If you didn't know, these are the paper custom clips. One of each artwork, because why not? And she goes, "Do you want to open them for the channel?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Well, it's your choice, but why not?" And I said, "It doesn't matter what I do for this channel currently, because I'm not monetized. So spending a lot of money on things that I wouldn't be getting anyway doesn't seem worth it for the channel. Obviously, if I've got like 100 views, and I'm getting like 5 or 6 comments saying like, "Hey, we like pack openings. Hey, can you just open anything?" That's what we're here for. Then that's something I would consider doing. But like, I need to get like as much as I don't want to talk about the analytics of this. Something's happened. Oh, something crazy. Which I don't want to talk about analytics of YouTube, because you can go and see MatPat for something like that, because that's kind of what he did as a living before he started being a YouTuber, which is why MatPat always has this kind of like premonition of how meta works when it comes to YouTube. It's really interesting if you want to learn about MatPat, because that's something to be interested in. But this is not a Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh thing or like card game thing. This is just a YouTube thing. But you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and you need to have 4,000 hours view time before I can get to any monetization, which is fine. I'm not here to make money off YouTube. I'm here to have fun with YouTube. But me opening like a Skyridge pack, or me opening like Sandstorm pack, or me opening like any E-Series pack, you know, these £400 to £600 packs, it's not going to happen. I'm not interested in opening that much money. For me, a pack like that's something I'm going to buy. I'm going to show you I brought it, and I'll hide it in a box somewhere for like 20 years and give it to my son and go, "Hey son, this is like a £2 pack now. Sell it, you'll make some money, you'll have an easy life. Don't worry about me, Daddy's okay. I get paid by a relatively good company who pays me for my time and effort." But you know, I can see in like 20 years time, like, you know, someone goes like, "Oh, you know, I've got a base set booster pack." I mean, you can buy them now currently for like £100, which is quite a lot of money still, I'm not going to lie. But you know, the supply of them was quite large. What people don't understand is why people still sell them relatively cheap. because they're not massively outstocked. Because I think people need to understand, when Pokemon came out, we had Shadowless, we had First, we had Second, and then we had 4th edition, and they literally made like up to like 8th edition. There's literally millions of packs of these cards around still, which is why even for £100 I think is ridiculous. But whereas when Nintendo took back Pokemon from Wizards of the Coast, they only made very small quantities of these sets, which is why these sets are ridiculously overpriced. Well, not overpriced, but you know, the volumes of them are so small. And if you go and look at like any Facebook group, if you go look at anyone who like has been like collecting these properly for the last like 10 years, they'll tell you it's not that they don't exist, it's the fact like channels like Unlisted Leaf or Lionheart, you know, they open these packs for views, and you know, back in the day you used to get the views, you know, these packs were like £200. And it's like, well, you know, I'll open this pack up, I've got 1 million views, well there you go, I've made like $800 on this pack, brilliant. You know, I'll open another one, or like I'll open a box. You know, I can get a box like £2,000. You know, I'll open it over 2 videos. I'll get like the money back from that, and I'll also get more people coming in because they think I'm like this crazy guy who's like just opening ridiculously massive amounts of volume of packs. And like 5-6 years ago, that was great because the prices were such cheaper. You know, 5, 6, 4, 3 years ago, the prices were much better. But now you're paying ridiculous amounts of money for them. I watched Lionheart. I think it was like last month. Open. Some like Diamond and Pearl box. It was like 200 and what was it, £2,500, £2,600 or dollars. And then you look at try and get one over in England. It's like a £4,000 box. So you can obviously see the difference even in just the location price. But then for that box, you have to go, okay, well I need to get at least 280, like 300,000 views on one video just to sort of justify me buying this box, and then I want to get the same on the next video to justify me maybe buying another box. But you know, instead of opening a whole box, you'll open half a box. And it's like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna be cheeky. You know, it's your own stuff. You do what you like. It's not really a complaint. It's more of a, you know, this is what you have to do. So you know, they open half a box, kind of complain, snivelly, kind of, oh, I didn't get what I want, which is understandable. You know, you're opening all for your own pleasure, but it's the whole kind of like, well, make sure you get like, oh, I paid a lot of money for this. Oh. People who watch these videos, probably the 3 people who watch my own videos, will go, I don't really care how much it costs you, I'm getting free content, which is perfectly fine. Like, don't worry about content costs when you're a viewer. Now, that only really doesn't apply when you're looking at someone who's a very small YouTuber, like currently myself. So, you know, this is like a £4 pack of cards. Yeah, I don't mind going, oh yeah, I'll open this up. We can watch like me open like £20 worth of cards. I don't mind that. It's not gonna bankrupt me. I'm probably buying it for my own collection. But again, I couldn't physically afford. I couldn't even say to my wife, "Hey, I'm going to spend £2,000, $2,000, whatever, on a box of old Pokemon cards and open them," because she'll be like, "Well, we got most of them up there. You don't need to open them. Your channel doesn't get that much money. Your channel doesn't get that many views. You can't realistically say, you know, it's for your hobby when you've got half the cards up there." So, yeah. So even if I said to her, "Oh, this box has definitely got a gold star in. Can I open it?" Well, no. You saved that box. If you know it's definitely got a gold star in, that box now worth 10 grand. Don't worry about it. Ugh. I'm getting old. Getting so old. Getting old and grizzly. Got a few months to go yet before this thing starts pulling out a bit more. What else? Me being grumpy. I don't know why I'm being grumpy for. I'm not in a good mood. But yeah, Road to Regions not technically cancelled. It's just on hiatus until we figure out what's going on. But this week, that's not Pokemon related, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Dual Overload coming out this week. I will be cracking open 6 boxes, which is for myself, because I'm hoping to basically get like a playset of a certain bunch of cards. That would have cost basically more at the time than the box was costing. But now, T-Zero has brought its prices, and it's like, oh, God's sake, we brought your prices, and the prices are really acceptable. Well, they've gone back up in price because obviously the American market goes, we'll buy all your cards off you, don't you worry. And then again, American market's flooded with European cards. And then you're stuck in a situation. Oh yeah, I'm playing again. Not trying to complain, but this is the thing. If you don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I don't think it happens so much with Pokemon, but we definitely with Yu-Gi-Oh, because European has its own pull rate compared to American pull rates. I'm sorry about the light. I can't really help that. I'm going to try to go over here a bit more, if that helps. Ugh. Don't show the cat off. But yeah, so European market has its own set of pull rates, and then America has its own set of pull rates. So certain cards will be short here, certain cards will be short there. If they know that, say for instance, Legendary Duelist Magician, whatever it was called, Magical Hero. Magician Soul was short printed in America, but it wasn't so bad here. So I think you're going to get like maybe like one in every 2 boxes, whereas in America you got like 2 in a case, which is I think 12 boxes. So it's quite different. You have to basically crack open a case and a half to get your playset, whereas here you're cracking open 2 playsets per case. So a bit of a difference. So our prices are generally better, or they were better. And then obviously all the English someones get brought up by the Americans because they'll go like, oh yeah, I'll pay like £4 or I'll pay like $7 on the postage. I'll get that for $7 because it's only costing me like £32 plus the postage. It's all right. And then all of a sudden you have like none in this market because they're all being brought out by Americans. And then the only ones that are getting listed then are the ones who are listening to all the Americans go like, well, these are like $20 cards, so like you don't need it, do you? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're getting paid in spirals, so that's a $120 card. Don't you worry. And then the market just deflates over here, so you're getting like a £100 card that literally a day ago was like £30 because it was specifically a Dark Magician card, but because it works with one card in a spiral deck that now can top I don't even know if it did top a regionals or it got high in the regionals. No, shifts the meta, just throws it out of place. It's like if you look at Zacian now, Zacian was like a £30 card constantly for literally since it came out until literally, was it like last week or the week before, where it was like it's coming out of the tin. It's coming out of the tin on May the 1st. And my mind was like, well, if it's coming out on a tin, it shouldn't be legally playable for 2 weeks because it comes out with the set that month, which is Rising Rebels, Rebels Clash. So because it's a Rebels Clash tin print and not like a separate side tin print, which makes no sense, I know. The tin itself should be classed with that set, so the set all comes out together, and that card should then not be playable till the 3rd week of May, which will be 15th of May, which is after Liverpool Regional. So I was like, well, you need your original cards to play still. And everyone's like, no, it's a reprint, it's fine, it's a promo. I'm thinking like that makes no sense because like in every other card game, it doesn't matter if it's a reprint or a promo, you still have to wait those 2 weeks for it to become legally playable in tournaments. But I mean, I've been to Pokemon tournaments and like the judges as a rule don't care. Like if you go, oh, the guy's playing a card that's not around for another 2 weeks, legally tournament play, they're like, man, it don't matter, does it? Come on, just play your card game. I'm getting paid nothing for this. Like, I'm here for fun. I'm getting like a judge card, and that's all I'm getting. I'm not here for fun of it. I did it because I'm an idiot. It's like, well, we're playing with children's card games here. We're playing with some Red Eyes Fusions in a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. We're playing with like a Terraforming and a Pokemon deck. Like it don't matter. Like I understand that everything's reversed for you guys, so I do apologise. So yeah, that's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh really in a nutshell. Doesn't necessarily matter much. I don't really know. I'm trying rambling the third. This episode should be now. Yeah. Everything sucks. In the world. So yeah. Coronavirus, you suck. Yu-Gi-Oh could be really good currently. There's it. All the Yu-Gi-Oh ones have been cancelled currently, so there's no current regionals going on until after the Master Rule 5 changes. So everyone's like, oh damn! Everyone who's brought all their cards before Master Rule 5 is now like, we overpaid for some of these cards. The next ban list should be on the 1st of April, but we don't know if it will be because of how the coronavirus is affecting everyone. And then Pokemon is kind of just been really quiet. I think they're hoping that the coronavirus will sort of like start stopping around the middle of April, maybe, hopefully, and then they don't have to cancel the event for Liverpool. As of this recording, I haven't seen anywhere in print or anyone's like message me going Liverpool's cancelled. I'm just presuming it's cancelled until then, and if it isn't, then I'll go if I can, because the person who I call Wimp is meant to be my ride there, so we will see. So I look forward to whatever happens either way. It should be good. Still got my deck box, still here, still full of cards, still ready to go. Ready to go. Still got Goldie Boy here at the front, I think. Still my main man. Still my Goldie. Yeah, part of me is like, do I just buy the... I'm going to buy the tin anyway, but do I just buy the tin, take the promo out, and then play the promo instead? Because it's literally the same card. It's not even... I don't think it's an all-in art. I think it's literally just a promo... Black Star variant, so... Again, I'm saying it shouldn't be legal tournament play. Everyone's saying it's just a reprint. Don't worry about it, but again... Reprints aren't normally legal tender play if it's not from the playset itself. So, this is going to be a 20-minute video of me rambling, so rambling the third. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I had a wonderful time. So, like, subscribe, comment, share, do things. And if you do like me face to face with you guys more often, let me know. I'm happy to actually come face to face. I actually do have a good camera now. Doesn't look that way because there's light coming through, but if this was a dark room and I had like a proper camera, a proper light system, this would be a spot on camera. But I don't, so I have to figure something out. Yeah, I'll probably put like a thicker curtain line here, put an actual wall here, maybe put a wall to the side here. And that's it. I've been looking into it. It's like £30 for look at a green screen at the back. But we don't really know. Oh, just to prove that I am who I say I am. You probably can't really see it, but I am a Gita. Let's see if we can change it on the old. There we go. Gito. There we go. So, thank you for showing off my tattoos, everyone. Have a good time, and we'll see you in the next episode. Next episode will be a opening of Pokemon cards, for those who are wondering. I'll put them on for Friday, so it's been to come out Monday the 16th, but because I'm going to do this for the Monday 16th, I'm going to put that back to the Friday. So yeah, you've had to wait a long time between openings videos, because those videos were actually filmed like the day after each other originally. You also find out where I got the gold card from. So, again, try and say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Sorry this is a long video. If we can get 100 views, that'd be brilliant. And then we just go from there. Because the more views I can get, the more content I can do. The more content I can do, hopefully the happier you are, then the happier I am. Because that's apparently how happiness works these days. So, again, thank you for joining me. See ya.